and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the most electrifying podcast in sports entertainment. Welcome to the Under the Ring podcast. It's me, your boy, soon to be champ. Yeah, the Kendango. Almas, you're gonna see Pretty Ricky come back. Don't worry, you're gonna see her come back. You're gonna see Pretty Ricky come back home to where she belongs. To where she belongs. Joining me from Louisville, Kentucky, he is the man with the beer in his hand. Always. Look,
Yep.
there you go.
Yep.
With the beer in his hand, he is the only IC champion that can go down in books because he's the last one. Give it up for Matty Rhodes.
Yes, I said Matty Reigns would always reign supreme, but Cody then came back. Mongo then took my title, so I had to bring him back.
Well, your
So Matty
title,
Rhodes,
motherfucker.
Rhodes.
I was champ.
I was champ.
Oh, that's right. You was. That's right. That's right. Oh yeah.
I was like,
My
I
bad.
was champ.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you
so
stole
Matty
it
Rose
from me.
is back. Matty Rose is back. Got all the gear. Got all the gear from his independent run.
Yeah, who gives
We
it?
got a new champion. Let's introduce this person. Hurry up and
And now coming to us from Simpsonville, South Carolina, he is the man behind the boards, Mr. Weezy O2, the predictions champion.
oh! Where he at?
Yeah, and you know what? A crown fit for a king, baby. That's what it's about.
Yeah, muted you.
Muted.
You muted.
Oh,
You
how you
muted.
gonna mute him?
It's your bro. You do this every time you do something. You get like a 30. You can't give me my own thing. You gotta run every time. I'm a
You-
kick your ass out next week.
What you call it? No, here's the thing. You told me we can't play music no more. You told me we can't play music no more.
Oh, I say we can't play copyrighted music anymore. That's the difference.
Oh, so we
It's
can play
your
game
bro.
music.
It's your bro for show. It's the MONGO.
Oh, with a new rhyme. R.I.P.
Actually, it's the
me.
G.
It's
It's
me.
G.
The
It's
G-R-E-G.
G. It's Greg. Your name Greg, boy. Your mama named me Greg. I'ma call you Greg.
My mama named me Greg, and you call me Mongo for 6 years, so I don't think that really matters at this point.
From one
Oh.
champion to the next. Welcome. And I'm
Reggie,
taking my
what's up,
title
brother?
back.
Reggie, me and Reggie, champs, baby. Perfect prediction
See?
champs.
See, the great thing about my championship is it's forever.
It's
Yep.
forever.
Yep. You know you muted.
Boys and girls, salute.
That ain't alcohol, folks. That's fucking iced tea.
It's sweet tea vodka. Thank you very much.
But this is alcohol.
That ain't alcohol, folks.
I
Well,
got the crown, baby. I got the crown.
That's what I'm
And
drinking.
and your tight Hilton Reserve rope.
It's off now.
Look, Look, you can't breathe in that shit. Look, I hope you get stuck. I hope you get stuck in that shit. You can't get out.
Damn.
There we go. Folks, see if you're listening to us on our other versions. This is the shit you miss. You miss me getting stuck in a fucking in a bathrobe.
All right, you get 1 week of Matty Rhodes because I mean, if if Mongo messes around and just completely screws up Vengeance Day and everyone else just doesn't show up and Kenny loses, then Matty Reigns is back.
You see how see how the negativity he throws out there?
Matty
Now
Reigns.
you see why I be muting his ass. Now you see why I be muting him.
Well, Mongo always says he's getting ready to lose his title. And me and Mongo literally exchanged his title back and forth.
That's what we do.
So just fuck me. I got y'all. All right. But you know what? Let's go over this. Let's go over the damn show. Actually, before we go over the show, let's go over a couple of pieces of news. I think one of the biggest non-WWE AEW news things that go on this week is the fact that Kota Ibushi is finally gone from New Japan.
Right.
And not only is he gone from New Japan, he's actually coming to the I 100% agree. Not only is he going from New Japan, but he's making his US debut pretty much in a banger of a match at GCW against my boy Speedball Mike Bailey. So we're gonna get Kota versus Speedball. Somebody gonna die. Somebody gonna land on their neck.
Also, for some reason, like maybe getting Kota versus Manny Pacquiao for some strange reason.
Yeah, what
preliminary talks?
Either like they're talking about doing it, and I'm like, I don't even want to see that. Who is that for?
It's for Manny Pacquiao, basically.
Joining us from the BX, we got Theo Howdy.
Hola, children.
Did you say Olas?
Hola, children. That's what T.O. Howdy says.
That's what T.O. Howdy says.
Olas. Como te llamas?
I'd like some quesadillas.
Tacos.
Quesadilla.
Get your tacos.
I had some the other day. That shit was good.
Get your tacos on your quesadilla.
Go in there and go make yourself a quesadilla.
Make yourself a quesadilla.
But Kota is coming to the US and wilding out. Your man is gonna fight Speedball and Manny Pacquiao. Why is he fighting Manny Pacquiao? That's what I want to know.
It's still in preliminary talks.
But why would that be something to go on?
It's one of those.
What? Explain this to me, please, because this ain't even an exhibition.
Manny's trying to get that Floyd money, where he's like, I'm gonna fight somewhere that doesn't box, but is well known. Except that Kota is not as well known as the other guys that Floyd fought.
Well,
Floyd fought Conor McGregor and unfortunately Logan Paul. So
my whole thing is, but Manny, I understand the Philippines still got your money and won't let it go. But Kota, Manny, you do understand that even though Kota do wrestle, he does have an MMA background.
They said it was the article that Mongo has shared. It has said that it's so early that they don't even know. They're still trying to figure stuff out. They wouldn't even know what type of rules they would even be fighting under.
I don't think it's even going to happen. But if it does,
I don't think it's going to happen either.
If it does happen,
it's going to be just a boxing match. It's going to be a boxing exhibition.
Nah, if it does happen, it needs to happen under the same rules that fucking Jean-Claude Tong Po. It needs to be in the underground.
You want Manny to die?
Hey.
You want Manny to die? Why would you do that?
I was gonna say it needs to be the rules that where Floyd broke Big Show's nose.
I don't even think it's gonna happen because the article, it sounded like Manny Pacquiao has signed with some random ass promotion, and this is supposed to be like his debut fight. under this promotion, and I don't think they don't even. They're still trying to figure out a bunch of junk. They're just all they said is, well, if we fight Kota, this would be a bridge for the pro wrestling and boxing community. Yeah, but who wants to see this?
Didn't that happen already? Did that bridge already happen with Rocky and Hulk Hogan? When Hogan was when he was stunned lips and then went to rip him?
They trying to do it again in Japan. Because remember,
didn't wait a minute, didn't Ali fight Antonio Inoki or something like that too? Or Ali fight Hogan, dude? Like, didn't something like that happen back in the day as well too? Like, they had this crossover several times over.
I think, yeah, Ali and Inoki, I think, did happen. Yeah, that was 78, 77.
Yeah, I think Ali and Inoki happened. Like, come on now. Hey, listen, it might not just be Kota killing Manny, yo. Manny still got a little pop in that little. Not little.
Yeah, I wouldn't put anything past Manny Pacquiao at this point.
Right.
This isn't the first time in a week that Manny Pacquiao's come up in a wrestler's mouth either. Jesus, you heard that thing? Did you hear about what Dave Bautista said about him?
No.
Oh, so God. Batista and Manny used to be like best friends. Apparently, they used to be real close with each other. And in some interview,
why?
I don't know.
Why?
But in an interview, he's talking about these tattoos that he had, and he had one on his arm, and they said he got covered up. And they said, "Why'd you cover it up?" And he said, "Well, a former friend of mine came out against the LGBT community, and my mother's a lesbian, and I couldn't support him anymore." And apparently, that was a tattoo of Manny Pacquiao.
Oh.
Yeah, because Manny is definitely outspoken against it.
Oh,
so that does not shock me. Well, he still has a best friend in Titus.
He does have Titus, yes.
Oh,
you've got a friend in Titus. And you brought up Hulk Hogan, so let's talk about this real quick. Hulk Hogan might not be able to walk again.
I mean, just last week, I was tweeting that he ran out of toilet paper.
Help me, brother.
He treated it, but I didn't understand. Okay, I'm not a biology major and I'm not a doctor, because if I was, let's be realistic, I probably wouldn't be doing this podcast. Okay. From what supposedly Kurt Angle said, Hogan has no feeling in his legs. I'm just trying to think, how did he walk? Like, if you have no,
so like, if you have no, actually,
I'm about to say, like, if you have no feeling in your legs, isn't there still a synapse from your brain that goes down to your legs that tells it to move?
So, because I went through this past year, I can tell you what this is, and it's a very weird feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I could not feel from my knee down to the bottom of my foot. But I was still able to walk around. I had a cane. You're like, my brain could tell my leg to pick up.
So basically, the cane is kind of representing you being able to feel, since you couldn't feel anything.
Right. And it's there to, like, in case you trip or something, the cane's there to back you up. So, like, if he can't feel his legs, but he can still move them, that doesn't. Before I dealt with what I did last year, I would have thought that was bullshit. But now I can see what that is. And maybe it's not that he can't feel anything. Maybe it's just like parts of his legs he can't feel.
No, according to Angle, he's like toast.
According to Angle, Hogan said that.
So
and
somebody,
I think that's a very important thing. I don't think Angle's lying. I'm not going to say this guy's lying about stuff. I'm just saying Hulk has been known to embellish a smidge on things.
I mean, for the longest, I actually believed him that he tore everything in his back when he tried to lift Andre the Giant.
Hulk Hogan once said that he wrestled, Hulk Hogan once said that he wrestled 370 days in 1 year, and his reasoning is because he flew so much between America and Japan that he gained days, and that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
but he did say that. So,
and he definitely didn't tear every muscle in his back lifting Andre.
No, he did not. So I'm not gonna say what because we don't know, but if that is what's happened, I can tell you, you cannot feel that part of your body and still move it. It's possible.
Okay,
it's a bitch. I don't know how you can do both of his legs. That's got to be strange. Because my problem was when I had the cane and it was only one leg, I had a hard time locking my leg when I go to take a step. And it took forever to figure out how to make that work. So him being able to do that, it's weird. But yeah, so if that's true, it sucks. That's unfortunate. And all that came from him doing all those damn leg drops for 40 plus years. One of the most dangerous moves in wrestling, landing on his tailbone for 40 years.
Man, literally stunted his own. He shrunk himself.
Hell, those are why Matt Hardy walks like a gorilla.
Nah, Matt Hardy walked like a newborn chimp. And that shit happened since day one.
And Jeff flies off of stuff like one.
He did that leg drop off the top of the cage like that wasn't going to break his tailbone.
Matt Hardy's walking around.
Him talking about that was the funniest thing I ever heard because he's like, I didn't think it was going to be that bad. Like, you jumped from 20 feet in the
fucking air and landed on your asshole.
Matt Hardy
was going to happen.
That is
you heard the way I screamed, and all it was just land just on the apron from her feet. And
that man landed. That man landed there. He went. Like his face.
That was like the first 6 months of his AEW career. It was just like, oh man, I didn't think that was going to be that bad. We literally watched him die every match almost.
Fell off a ladder head first on the concrete. Like, I thought it was all right. No one else did. No one.
We're all like, man, Sammy. No, that wasn't Sammy's fault. That was just Matt.
Right. Like, we done told his ass to stop it.
So let's get into. I think that's covers most everything. Let's get into WWE news. Starting with the Rumble, because most of what we're going to talk about is going to come from the Rumble. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Overall, great fucking pay-per-view this year.
Awesome pay-per-view. Awesome review.
There were two matches that unfortunately were just not that great, but everything else about it was fantastic. So, what's going on?
What's going on, Coach?
I'll say this when we get to it. That lights out match at least looked cooler than I thought it was going to.
Right, until it got to the ending. Ending was stupid.
Ending was ass, but like the way it looked and the way Bray looked, it looked cool. But anyway, what's going on, Mike? Just in time to talk about the Rumble, baby. So the first match was the Rumble.
The men's Rumble.
Men's Rumble.
And man, oh man, what a Rumble it was.
Ladies and gentlemen of the podcast, can we get a round of applause for Gunther, who came in at number one?
I believe he has the longest run in a Rumble
now. Ever.
Yeah. He broke Ray's record.
Yeah, it was Ray.
Good.
Ray had it from 2006, I think, was Ray, and then
Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all did not see the Royal Rumble match itself, go back and watch it, and what you will see is a star being pushed and being pushed properly. Gunther came in at number one, and the part that made me feel, even though he didn't win, the part that I liked about it was just a couple of months ago, there was talks of Vince wanting to demote Gunther and get rid of him. And then Trips pretty much takes over, says, not only were you wrong for getting rid of him. I'm gonna put a title on him, and we're gonna show him what you can do in Rumble.
Reggie, do you listen to Busted Open, Reggie? Do you listen to Busted Open? I wasn't going to show that. I wasn't going to show that comment. Jesus
Pause.
Christ. Why are you so horny? Holy shit. Oh, my God. So do I, brother. So do I. Man, so it was him and Shamo. Him and Shamo started off the match, which honestly, if you want to start that fucking Rumble, there ain't no better way to start it than
with a banger. Then with a banger. And then they threw in the Miz, who got killed real quick. Miz didn't last too long, and then after that, I'm not gonna lie. The one thing I miss about the old Royal Rumble, and it's just me being old man, I miss it actually looking like a Rumble.
I want it being crowded in the ring.
I want more than fucking 6 people in the ring at once, yo.
I honestly feel like they only do that because I agree with you. I miss the Rumble. I honestly miss it just being a fucking train wreck in there. I feel like they only do that because of the video game.
Because you have more than 6 or 8, I think.
Yeah, I think they literally only do that to sell the video game, to keep that as the video game like rule.
That's the bullshit, yo. I miss it being a big ass clusterfuck. Everybody in there, and you like, oh shit, oh, when the hell did they get eliminated? They was in this match? I didn't even know that. Like
that's why I love the women's Royal Rumble is more fun because they let them kind of just do whatever. They're still trying to build that up, so they're like, go out there, have fun, let it go, let it get crowded.
Right, because it was like 11-on-1 against 9 at one point, which we'll get to.
Right.
And
you know
and to piggyback off of Gunther, not only did it make him a bigger star than he already is, because he's already a star in the wrestling world, it also puts the importance back of the Intercontinental title.
Mm-hmm.
You have it also put that title back in its prominent place, because at some point, we don't know when, Gunther's going to get a shot. At some point, it may be long, it may be 6 months, it may be a year from now, but eventually he's going to get a shot. And like we all know, and for those of you who are new to wrestling, the Intercontinental title used to be, if you had that title, you was next in line.
Pretty much.
You was next in line. And for him to be, what was he in? What, an hour and 10 minutes?
Hour
11:40. Yeah, the entire match.
The entire match, right? He was in there for the entire match. And the fact that he has that specific belt and he was in that match for that long, that just shows, hey, they gave that title a push again. That title is back where it needs to be because he has it.
Well, no, you can go ahead, finish.
No, I was just saying that was just brilliant on their part.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it got his gimmick over even more, in my opinion. It on top of getting the Intercontinental title back into the proper light it needs to be in, it's the workman's, it's the workhorse title. Gunther is a literal workhorse. I mean, this is honestly him getting his flowers and getting his just due because he's done everything. He's done everything. They asked him to lose weight. He said he could say all he wanted, that he lost weight for himself. He lost weight for WWE.
Right.
He got in shape. He is in the best shape of his life.
Yeah.
He was already able to do. He would have been able to be in that. He would have been able to be in the ring that whole time, even if he wasn't. If he was Chunky Walter, but Gunther is a whole different beast. That man has a 6-pack, and he's still able to do everything he's been able to do. He still has that same strength. That's what's scary about him. He's in shape, and he still has that power.
Yeah.
And I can't wait because they basically put us on notice. Gunther is next, like Mike said. sometime it's gonna happen in the next year. Either because we're going into WrestleMania 39. I bet you next year, WrestleMania 40, he's gonna probably be in the world title picture. He's probably gonna win the world title. I would not be shocked if we see somebody like him or a LA Knight, because even though LA Knight lost, he still came out. He was looking good leading up into that match. People like them are probably gonna be Money in the Bank potential.
I just want to add on with Gunther. It also added on to his moniker, the Ring General. For you to be in there from the beginning to the end, that shows that you're the fucking Ring General. So it adds on to his moniker that he already has. So one thing that I will overall say about the men's Rumble match itself, I was surprised by how little surprise entrance we had. Usually for Rumble, you get at least four surprises for Rumble. You get at least 4 good surprises for Rumble. And I guess I didn't realize that the main roster was that deep enough that they actually didn't need any surprises. Yeah. The main roster is actually that deep enough.
Yeah, so, they built it back. They built it back from when they had all those releases and stuff like that 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They were able to build it back up.
They've always had the people, because even this was the first Rumble with Triple H in charge, but even with Vince, the last few years we hadn't been seeing anybody. We hadn't been seeing anybody really nostalgia acts or anything like that pop up. All those nostalgia acts ended up becoming NXT people, and then this year we didn't even see NXT people all like that.
That's something
that shocked me.
That's
because I at least thought Mello was going to be in it.
Right, Reggie. I don't think Gunther is the first person.
Was Davey Boy one? Wasn't Davey Boy one?
Yeah, Davey Boy lost to HBK.
Mm-hmm.
I think Davey Boy was one. I'll look it up.
Well,
I'm curious.
That surprised me. And when I say surprise entrance, I'm including.
That was Sean. Sean was one.
I was gonna say, wasn't Sean one when him and Taker for WrestleMania retirement?
So I don't know. It's a good question.
No NXT people coming up for the Rumble was a huge surprise, which is why our predictions for later on are so difficult, because we were expecting to see people who are going to be in this goddamn pay-per-view make an appearance at the fucking Rumble.
Yeah. Half the folks on this we expected to. Yeah.
On the bright side, because if this was Vince still in charge, we would have seen that person just randomly debut at the Rumble, and then we would have just got randomly, just like they did Keith Lee. Oh, he'll be on Raw. It was like, what? Why are they on Raw now?
You bring up Keith Lee. There was an important moment from this Rumble that was just like Keith Lee's Rumble when he met Brock.
Mm-hmm.
This year, Gunther met Brock, and it was a very similar feeling.
Mm-hmm.
The feeling of, this guy might be going far. The difference is, Keith got dumped out by Brock in 5 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
And Gunther outlasted Brock. Made it to the damn end.
Right. Brock got eliminated by Lashley.
Brock wasn't even in there that long. I think Brock was in there for what?
I blinked and I didn't get comfortable watching.
I want to say 5 minutes.
No, one thing.
Was it 3 minutes?
I know one thing.
28 seconds.
Out of the tiebreaker question, I won with the eliminations because I think the highest number was 7. Nobody went over that 7 mark. I know.
Yeah, Ripley had 7.
And I think Brock was the one who had the most. No, Gunther had the most for 7.
Gunther had 5.
So
Gunther and Cody tied for 5, but Ripley won most eliminations with 7.
And another good thing, one of the other podcasts I listened to, they pointed out this Rumble made Brock look human. We're entering a new phase of Brock. Brock is entering the back 9 of his career. They didn't have Brock wasn't in there long, and he didn't like destroy people.
Brock eliminated. Who did he eliminate? Brock eliminated Chad and I think Dawkins, maybe. He didn't do much.
He had like 2 eliminations, and then he was gone.
That's it. I swear, I thought Brock had more than 2.
Oh, he got Santos according to this list. So he got Santos, Chad, and Angelo, but that's it. That's all he had.
So yeah, we're entering. He's basically he's Logan Brock now.
Logan Brock. So Bobby came in. Bobby eliminates Brock. Corbin got the Heath Slater spot where he just gets his ass whooped on the ramp. They get dumped out.
Ray is actually hurt, so instead of just replacing him, they just said, "Oh, he's just not here."
And then Dom comes out with his mask.
Right.
Dom, oh my God, this fucker he's hilarious. He's
Prison Dom.
Prison Dom.
He found his thing. He found his niche though right now because this little essay thing he got going on is working.
It's working, and it's not because he pulls it off. It's exactly because he can't pull it off to save his life.
Right. So we're like, oh, just stop it. Damn it. That's pretty much what it is. But
you know what? I see why you say it like that because I don't like Dom, but like I don't know. It's just
this dumb shit is working.
And part of it is because Rhea Ripley's there gassing him up the whole time.
That's why I like it
because that may be what it is.
Sense. It all makes sense to me. He's a privileged child. We all know he's privileged. He dresses. He's from the time he's been on the screen. The boy has been dressed in drip. Dom got drip. That boy rich. So the fact that he went to jail for this little 3 hours, I've done hard time. You don't to see the things I've seen. Okay. We've all seen someone like that. We see it every day. Todd Chrisley is a perfect example. That man is in jail now. You know he is miserable. That is prison Dom right there.
You know what's funny about that is they were showing ads for new episodes of Chrisley during Raw.
And then,
they damn sure were. Must be the last fucking season.
This must be the final season because he is in jail.
In jail.
Let's see. Not much else happens. It wasn't. I don't know if I want to say it wasn't eventful. It's just like it was mostly the Gunther show. Gunther show.
Like I said, it didn't. It had a different feel to it because there were no surprises. You had Brock. Brock was considered a surprise. You had Booker T, and you had the ultimate Logan fucking Paul, who had the moment of the night with Ricochet, with them jumping. Yo, once again, Logan Paul gets on the pay-per-view and kind of steals a moment of the night. Steals a moment of the night maneuver. First time it was with Roman when he did the frog splash with the camera. And then this time him and Ricochet colliding mid-air. And those motherfuckers really collided. Did you hear that shit too? Mm-hmm. That shit was like that shit
was a human car crash.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I hate him. I hate his guts. But like
he's made
like
to
he's
do
good
this
at
shit.
it. He's
Like,
good at it, and I hate it because I wanted him to fail on the worst level. I hate him more than Mojo Rawley. I do. I can't.
You know what
stand him.
You know what it is? Hold on. Is he really that good, or is it the fact that celebrity expectations have been so low that anybody with the slightest bit of athleticism seems good to us?
No, he's very good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's very good.
Yeah,
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
You could tell like guys like him and Bad Bunny, they actually take the shit serious. They actually take it serious. They actually work on it. They actually train for it. They're not just there to collect a check.
It's hilarious to me that the two best celebrity fucking wrestlers we've ever had, that's ever been in WWE, are actually hated by podcast members. Uncle Theo Howdy hates Bad Bunny, and fucking Mongo hates Logan Paul.
Hold on. Tito also hates Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
and
he hates him too.
and
Tito's got more beef with Logan than I do.
And both Bad Bunny and Logan Paul don't like each other either. So
See, this is the redemption story for Bad Bunny and for Tito.
Nah, fuck that guy still.
See, I
Hey,
no
come on! If I can
either.
come around for Bret Hart, you can come around for Bad Bunny. You can come around for the Bad Bunny.
Listen, when you come around for CM Punk, I'll come around for Bad Bunny.
Come on now, you asking for hell to fucking freeze over. So that's what you're asking for right there. You're asking for hell to freeze over and for me to be 6 foot tall. Shit just ain't gonna happen in life. Certain things just ain't gonna fucking happen in life. All right. So, what was the next match at the Royal Rumble?
No, well, after all of that, Cody won.
Right. Cody comes in at 30, and then him and Gunther have like a 15-minute brawl with each other. Well, you know what? Yes, we do. But that's
we do.
Logan Paul's an asshole. I can get into it, but I don't want to. He's an ass. Well, Cody and Gunther had a great thing. And Kenny, you're the one of us that had an issue with this, so I want to talk about it. And I'm not calling you out. I want to hear your discussion.
Okay.
I just want to say shout out to Gunther for making sure that Cody's titty was still sewn on with all them chops that the doctors did a great fucking job.
Man, that's exactly why he was there. Make sure that shit stays there. Test it out. Cody Gunther,
for fantasy purposes, I would have took the torn titty again.
Right.
Cody Gunther had a banger of a 10-minute fight. Gunther, went for like an hour and 15 minutes this Rumble, and he was fighting a fresh Cody. And at the very end, he lost. But I feel like coming out of this, if Cody wins the title at Mania, we can see Cody versus Gunther.
Yeah, at SummerSlam.
Oh.
Yeah, I can easily see Cody Gunther at SummerSlam for the belt.
And I can easily see taking it from him at SummerSlam because honestly, Cody doesn't need a fucking championship. He's Cody Rhodes. Just put it on him that one. He just needs a brief stint.
Give him a one-time 6-month run. Gunther.
He just needs to bring this back once.
Yeah, have Gunther beat his ass like Brock did Cena, and then we're off to the fucking races.
And then you have your younger generation. My argument at the end of the Royal Rumble, the way that Cody wins is he clotheslines Gunther over the top rope. That's how he wins. That is a big man's move. That is a powerhouse man's move. That is a move that Cody can pull on somebody who is his own size, who is not being billed as a monster. Y'all all sat here like, well, Gunther was in it from point one or whatever the case may be. Yeah, but at the same time, guess what? First of all, I'm on TV, baby. The dango is back, baby. I'm dangoing on TV. Nope, sorry, that's Frankie Kazarian. Ill.
Damn.
Ill.
What? You are now Frankie Kazarian.
Why you gotta be mean to
Kenny
Frankie?
Kazarian.
What did Frankie ever do to you?
Nothing. He had the dango fucking beard, and he had an angle on my television, so I thought it was dango. Then I turned. You know what the sad part is? I'm probably as old as Frankie Kazarian's ass too. So that's
now
the
you
bullshit.
Kenny Kazarian.
That's the bullshit.
Frank Kenny Kazarian, yeah.
Kenny Kazarian.
No, I ain't Frank nothing. I ain't Frank fucking nothing.
Hey, Frank Kazarian don't even look his age.
No, I ain't. And for those of you who watch our Saturday show, watch us this Saturday, and you see where I said I ain't fucking Frank. Now,
Lord. After y'all described the show to me, well, y'all described that scene. I was like,
right, yeah, right. I understand what you mean, but after being in the match that long, Gunther was
Frank, Kenny,
Yeah.
Beans, Kazarian.
No,
Damn,
I think the fuck
damn.
not. No,
Damn. Damn, son.
no. What you call it? I see what you're saying, Reggie, and I hear what y'all are saying about Gunther being tired. With Gunther being tired, the way that Cody should have taken him out, which still plays into the Gunther being tired. Charge at Cody. Cody sidesteps and uses Gunther's momentum to take him over the top. That's how someone smaller gets rid of a big man. Or Gunther or Cody pulls the rope down as Gunther is charging at him. A tired Gunther is not going to be able to catch himself. He's just going to stumble the hell over. That move that Cody did to win, I felt was a big man's move or a move that you do to somebody that's your own size. I don't know when they did. I don't know when Cody decided to make himself seem like a powerhouse with a lot of his the way he's standing and his stature and the weight belt. A powerhouse type guy, dude. You were never a powerhouse. You were never a powerhouse. You went to AEW and everybody in AEW was my height, so you look like a giant there. Let's be realistic. That's the truth. That particular move.
He's 6'2", 230. Is that not enough to do that?
Against Gunther?
I was fine with that ending only because Gunther had been in the match that whole time.
He's already leaning over the ropes. And he just like Gunther's 6'5", 260, 270. He's 230, 6'2". He's got some momentum. Gunther's already leaning against the ropes. Like he's already like
if that's the case, then another thing that made me mad too was they had Cody walk through like two of Gunther's chops during their little 10-minute sequence battle. And especially towards the end when Cody was hyping himself up. No one walks through Gunther's chops.
They will if it's Super Cody. That's Super Cody.
Exactly. But no. It's not even Super Cody. It's because Gunther was in there for an hour and 15 minutes.
That chop wasn't powerful no more.
A fresh chop from Gunther, he's gonna pop his titty again. But until then, Gunther was worn to slap out.
And it's like I said in the chat a couple days ago. I mean, they're building Cody to be a juggernaut. I mean, he's a juggernaut. He's gonna, like I said, this is the year of Cody.
Unfortunately,
2023 is the year of Cody.
They have since Cody has been back. Since Cody has been back, I'm pretty sure let Cody walk through no sell a couple of people's moves.
Yeah, they're giving him the whole American fight for the crowd thing.
It's not. It doesn't sit well with me because Cody's not a big man, yo. He's not a big man. He's never been billed as a big man. He's not a big man to me. In the world of professional wrestling, you can say what's a big man and what's not a big man because there are distinct size differences between what we consider big men horse fights and what we just consider regular wrestlers. There's not one. You wouldn't, if you think of a horse fight, that's usually what you have for your big men. You would not put Cody Rhodes' name in any type of horse fight. And for him to take Gunther over with the clothesline, come on. For him, nah. I like I said, I have no issues with Cody winning. Yes, he's supposed to win. And they were very smart by not getting Cody booed out the building by not having Sami Zayn in the Rumble. Because if Sami Zayn was in that Rumble, Sami Zayn would have had to win. Because if Cody would have won with him, he'd have got booed worse, almost as bad as Batista. So they were real smart by not putting Sammy in.
I don't think he was ever. I don't think he was ever planning to be in it. They knew from the get-go they weren't going to have him in it.
I saw people saying, because I also thought that. I thought that last week. I said the same thing, that this could be a Batista issue. But the issue back then was nobody wanted Batista to win that shit in the first place.
That's right.
That's true.
Like, even if Bryan wasn't an option, no one wanted Batista to win that shit. Like, people were cheering for green-ass Roman.
It was
like,
too far down. They hyped up Batista's return, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, it's my mission to win the Royal Rumble and go to WrestleMania." Oh, look at that, Batista won.
The second he said that crowd was booing him. I'm not Raw. He said I'm gonna win the Rumble, and the crowd booed him.
I just want a quick side note. Has nothing to do with the Rumble. Rich Swann's music will forever be a bop.
Forever.
Impact song. It's a good song.
Like, I haven't heard it in a while. I'm just like, I fucking love that song.
That shit is definitely a.
I think with Cody, what he's done, basically what he's done ever since he left WWE, and we talked about this not too long ago. He's become a brand. Like, he's become a fucking brand.
But and there's the bullshit is, you know what? I'm gonna fucking say it, yo. I don't know why. Cody is not that fucking good in the ring. Cody is a. Hold on. No, let me finish my statement. Let me finish my fucking statement.
I need to do this. All right. Now, go ahead.
No problem. I'll say it for myself.
Don't even put Cody's face up.
I just wanted to put it there before you started. Go ahead.
I'll put it up there. I'll say this straight up and down. Cody is not the outstanding wrestler that people want him to be. He's a really good wrestler. I'm not going to take that away from him. He's a good wrestler, a really good one, but he's not an outstanding wrestler. What puts Cody over, honestly, is the fact that he can talk you on the mic. He'll get you to believe his story. Yeah. So no matter what he does in the ring, it's gonna look great to you. But his moves ain't all that. I'm gonna be honest. His moves are not that spectacular. Okay, they're really not. His moves are not that spectacular. There are a lot of times when Cody's matches do lag and get a little stale a little bit.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm not going to take away from the fact that he is good in the ring. He is really good in the ring. He's going to get you on the mic. He's going to get you invested into the match on the mic. But as far as in the ring, I'm not going to say he's. If there was no mic skills available and we talking about just watching a match and being enthralled in the match, I'm not putting that up there. I'm not putting one of Cody's matches up there.
I mean, you know what, Kenny? I mean, how you describe Cody, there's one man that I know that's electrifying, and he was pretty much the same way.
The Rock. Yeah, you absolutely.
That's a lot of attitude of wrestlers in general.
Yeah.
Right. And the thing about it is, like I said, it's not taken away from him being a good wrestler. He's a good wrestler. Cody made his money off of his mouth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He makes his money off of his mouth. I'm not gonna lie on that.
It got him to a point to where he was able to start the rival company. He was able to help start the rival company. And to that point, he was able to come back. And now, naturally, they're going to make him a juggernaut because of how he sold himself, how he presented himself. When he went to the Indies, when he went to went to Japan, when he aligned himself with Bullet Club and the Elite, all those things that he's done, and like you said, it's because of his mouthpiece. It's because of how he marketed himself. Come on, now He did the reverse of his father's name. Said the American Dream. Here's the American Nightmare. That is perfect fucking marketing.
Yeah, that was the point I was gonna end up saying. Like everything about Cody, that's the whole reason I like gravitated to liking him so much. Because when he was in WWE initially, the only part of Cody I really fucked with was dashing and that theme song. I only wanted to do that because I knew Mongo would sing with me.
that shit is a banger.
Don't get us started on themes.
We do a whole show on themes,
right? But that was literally the only time I really messed with him, and when he was in Legacy. But even when he was in Legacy, it was supposed to be Ted DiBiase, so I didn't kind of pay attention to Cody. Him doing everything out
up for Ted, yeah. It really was. It's crazy how like that ball not dropped. They just did not call that correctly. Because
they were like, "Oh yeah, here's Ted. Give him the $1 million title, just like his dad. Give him Maurice. Oh wait, he sucks.
Ted's ass. Oh shit. He's a $10 man."
So like I liked Cody. He brought back the Intercontinental title, like the old school. Okay, cool. What he's done, he literally had to get it out the mud once he left WWE. And what he has created, this brand, everything he has created off of the American Nightmare is ridiculous. The man came out with cigars. I think he got whiskey.
He did.
Everything under the sun with that. We all knew he was winning. And other podcasts I listened to, they have even brought it up. So Kenny is not in the minority. A lot of people are starting to say this is the beginning of it's the beginning of the countdown to booze. It's the countdown to booze of Cody.
No, here's the thing. I'm not going to boot Cody. I like Cody.
Right.
I'm just saying, me personally, like I said, I like Cody. I'm going to buy merch.
The presentation. The presentation of him
is appealing to me. I'm not gonna lie. Like y'all know me. I'm a cocky, loud person. So of course I'm gonna gravitate to a cocky, loud person. You know what I mean? So yeah, I like that. But as far as in the ring, no, I'm not impressed by him in the ring. The same way I like The Miz. Why do I like The Miz? Because he's a cocky, loud asshole. In the ring, no.
Yeah, his character supersedes his in-ring talent. It's the character. Like hell.
And you named
from
all
the character
baddies.
to his entrance. Look at his fucking entrance. Y'all said it when he first left AEW. That's a WWE entrance.
Yeah.
Like, that's a WWE entrance. Like
the whole theme song.
Yep. Like everything that he I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of that entrance, that's one of the best entrances in all wrestling. Maybe the best. Maybe the best. Maybe behind Roman.
Like him and Roman, I can't wait for WrestleMania because that is probably going to be a combined 15 minutes worth of entrances.
Oh man, it's between them. It's gonna be so long.
Yeah.
Because Roman has got to have something extravagant because he's
Kenny Omega in the Tokyo Dome is a hell of a fucking entrance.
Yeah. Like
Kenny Omega in the Tokyo Dome is a hell of an entrance.
Yeah. Like I agree with Kenny because it's a lot of wrestlers like that, and it's kind of almost like the Attitude Era in us to like someone like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the Attitude Era, they had awesome entrances. Their wrestling was. We don't really remember much about the wrestling. We remember the entrances.
Yeah, it was the entrances. It was the characters. Yeah, it was the characters.
Like Cody is a good wrestler. I could watch him wrestle. I like watching him wrestle, but it's not going to be something where I'm going to be like, oh man, if it has a great story or something attached to it, that will make me kind of pay attention to the wrestling more. Like when he fought his brother at Double or Nothing, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was good. But
Yeah.
his entrance, his theme song is what puts the cherry on top of everything.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what it is. And honestly, him being able to take that entrance, take that theme everywhere is what has basically made him a brand. You know, if you hear wrestling has more than one royal family, that's Cody. Boom. Right? Instantly, you know that's Cody now.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
it's like Kenny hit the nail on the head. I don't blame. I agree with you. Like it's a lot of people like that. Like it's always a wrestler out there like that. Like Mike said it. The Rock is a perfect example. I mean, The Rock didn't really have much to him, but if you smell at every other damn entrance he's had, Hollywood Rock, shit, you don't care that he ain't doing nothing. You don't care that they don't do much.
mm-hmm.
Somebody we're all a big fan of right now, Roman.
Yeah.
He's out
He
here
hasn't changed his moveset.
all kinds of moves.
Right. He has the same match.
It's the same Roman. It's the same moveset. All it is just a different presentation. And he's an asshole now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I will say this, and I'll give WWE major kudos for this. They telegraphed this so much when they start showing those Cody promo packages of him returning, him going through rehab and all this and that, saying that he's going to return, he's going to be in the Royal Rumble, blah 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 blah. We all knew Cody was winning.
I think the thing that just a lot of people from what I've listened to.
I think people are mad he came in at number 30.
That was the thing. People, as the show, as the Rumble progressed, because you knew Cody was in it. And people were like, well, Cody's probably going to win. We know he's in it, so he's probably going to win. But as it keeps going, and it's 18, 20, 25, 27. He still ain't came out. They really going to bring this dude out at 30. Adrenaline in my soul. Really? So it's kind of just like that's why they gave us Gunther, because they're like, yeah, look at Gunther, do all this, y'all. Look at Gunther, and we're like, it's Gunther, adrenaline in my soul. Oh my God, Gunther's gone.
Right. Nobody can get Gunther out. Who can get Gunther out? Here comes Cody.
Because Cody's sitting back there like.
La la la, la la la, la la la.
He over there playing with Liberty. He talking to his wife. What up?
And that goes back to my original beef too. Cody comes in at number 30. He's fresh. If Gunther wasn't this monster that he was, it wouldn't have been this back and forth battle. This juggernaut would have been able to just take him out right then and there. Because he's been in there for over an hour. But no. They had him win with a big person's move. That was my whole beef from the get-go.
Well, how else would you want him to have eliminated?
Like I said, use Gunther's momentum against him. Pull the top rope down.
The rope down? Okay.
Pull the top rope down. Sidestep him. One of those.
Here's the thing. Would that not make the ring general look a little dumb?
No.
No?
No.
Shouldn't he know better than to do that?
No, because you know what? It's the Royal Rumble, like you said. At that point, he's tired. He just wants to. He's going for the clothesline to put him over. To put Cody
he got outdone either way as the ring general. He should know better in a Royal Rumble, in a Battle Royal, regardless. You shouldn't be leaning up against the ropes. Boom.
The man
Boom.
stood up and walked to the ropes.
What the fuck was Rich Swann just doing just now, trying to jump? Did anybody see that shit on Impact?
He on
Yeah,
Rich
that,
Swann
he on
trying
that
to jump.
Gunther. He on that.
yeah.
Anybody?
Even the
I'm over-
smartest wrestlers do stupid shit.
Yeah,
and
I'm
that's
over here
why
hide. I'm like, did I just see him do this?
that's
Motherfucker jumped.
even the
All right, what was the
even
next match,
smart-
Mongo? Because
even
we
the
could be here on
smartest
this all
wrestlers
night.
do the stupidest shit.
All right.
But yeah,
Next,
hold on.
we're
I
gonna run through
want
this.
to make one more point. I want to make one more point real quick. Like I was saying, and I want to know how you guys felt. Like with all that, with us basically knowing that Cody's coming back, Cody is winning, and this and that. I didn't look at that like, man, this was a waste of fucking time.
No,
It was a good match.
it was an
Now-
excellent match.
Story.
It was
Now,
an
West
excellent match.
And here's
Excellent
the
Royal
thing.
Some folks on
This-
wrestling Twitter thought the opposite though. They thought it was a waste of time.
Yeah, and here's the thing: is people got upset because this show is predictable. Like, yeah, it's predictable. It doesn't. That is not a bad thing. If it's predictable
Right.
and it's good,
Yeah.
it's fine. Most fucking TV shows or movies that you watch
Are
are
predictable.
predictable. You know where shit's. We
Hell.
were watching. Anytime we watch Kenny, we were watching House of Dragon this year.
Mm-hmm.
And spoilers, if you don't want to know about it, just cover your ears for a second. At the very end of that season, what's his name is flying that tiny ass dragon
Oh yeah, Luke.
in the storm, and everybody
Got that ass.
watching is like, he's dead, he's dead,
Yeah.
he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. 10 minutes, it's just like, oh, they're gonna kill him. Oh shit, it's gonna. And guess what? He's dead. Were we like, oh man, we predicted that? That was
Cause
terrible.
we are some smart. Cause most people know how to go look at context clues. Big ass storm, stupid ass person, little ass dragon. You go
Big ass
die.
dragon. Big ass dragon.
So, like,
Hungry ass dragon.
They told and to go on a tangent, they told our asses earlier in that season of Viserys said we don't control these things. They just give us the illusion that we can tell them what to do. Guess what happened at the end, y'all? Hey, don't do that, Dragon. Dragon said, "Fuck you, little boy."
and then
Look,
hungry.
where little boy dead.
predictability does not equal boring. As
Mhm.
long as it's a good story and the match is
Right.
good and it's entertaining and you're invested in something, like y'all said, the Gunther run, you can guess who the winner is because you still spent an hour and 15 minutes watching a great fucking Rumble.
And,
Mhm.
and a greater example of this, and as soon as I said, y'all will probably agree with me. I've watched this pay-per-view so many times because pre-WWE Network, they always had this at one of my favorite branches at the library in Columbus. The Deadly Games tournament at Survivor Series. They had me so invested in Mankind winning. Mankind and the Rock is getting by. The Rock is getting by throughout this tournament, fighting the corporation. And we finally get to this championship, the title fight. It's Mankind Rock. And Rock is the adversary of the corporation. And Mankind is the puppet of the corporation. Me as a kid, I'm like, oh, okay, what's going to happen here? I wasn't expecting the Rock to turn. I'm like, oh, what just happened? So y'all had me thinking Mankind was about to win something all this time, and they didn't flip the script, and now the Rock has joined the corporation. And I'm like, oh, okay. I see how you distracted me all this time. Now looking back, it plain sense, like, oh, I should have seen that coming. But back then, it's like, oh, wow. And I have to think about that also. We have to think about that also. Some stuff we're just not the audience for, because even at the end of the day, they're still trying to go for the kids. And that's who
Kids
they
love
want.
Cody
The
Rhodes.
kids love Cody.
Right.
Yeah.
We're in
The
Cena
older
Part
audience
2,
loves-
y'all.
The older audience loves Sammy. The kids love them some Cody.
We
Mhm.
Because he
are-
looks like Peacemaker.
we are entering, and like literally after he made his return on Monday, they put out a new graphic for USA. He is the face of Monday Night Raw. So
we know he winning a belt.
Mm-hmm.
that promo he cut told us he's winning.
Yeah.
So let's get to the next part because we spent 25 minutes on this match. Next up, Bray Wyatt beat Alien Knight in a Mountain Dew pitch black match.
And then T.O. Howdy did some freaky shit.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the bullshit. I like this match, even though it was pretty much neon lights and what happens if you go to any fucking
man. That match was lit to me.
Honestly, is what happens if you go
on the game. Put it on the game.
That match is what happens if you go to any goddamn college party where there might be ecstasy, glow sticks, and rumbles. That's what that shit pretty much. It's literally that's what that match was. Y'all know at first when Bray turned into his new character since he said the Fiend is dead, we don't know what this new character is called, do we?
Scary, freaky.
Bray Wyatt.
Freaky.
Now the only question I have is this character only going to come out in pitch black matches so he can use that paint?
I hope we don't get many more pitch black matches.
I hope that was the only pitch black match.
I hope that was the last one.
Pitch black is garbage.
That drink sucks.
I didn't even had it. I had it. I had it when it came out the first time. It was nasty. It's great. If you like grape, fine. It tastes like just garbage to me. It's grape and yuck. No, it's a fail. I don't know why they brought it back. It's trash.
Mountain Dew. I hope that doesn't keep us away from having an endorsement someday.
I fuck with everything else. I fuck with Code Red. I fuck with Code Red. I fuck with Whiteout. I fuck with Livewire. I fuck with. I'm just around the corner from Nashville. Next time I go to Tennessee, I'm getting a hard Mountain Dew. I like Mountain Dew. I just don't like pitch black.
We have ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't noticed by now, Matt likes his heart running at 150 miles per hour at all fucking times.
I have had almost every. I like a lot of people like Baja Blast. I could live with it. I could live with or without it. I don't like it all like that. I even had the Mountain Dew at Golden Lightning at KFC. It's fire. I like Mountain Dew. But like Kenny said, yeah, you see how fast I'm talking. See how my heart rate went up talking about Mountain Dew. Just like the little boy off of Talladega Nights. Watch out.
I'm all hype. I'm all hype. Jump on your ass like a spider monkey.
Right. I'll jump on you like a spider monkey.
So yeah, it was. You know, I'm on the other side of the fence here. I love Bray and I love LA Knight, but
I like the match.
Just think of it as KFC versus the chicken or whatever, that commercial.
Yeah. That's pretty much what it was. That's pretty much what it was.
It was a commercial. It was fun. I liked the ending. I thought that was cool as hell. That Uncle Howdy jumped off or whatever the hell he jumped off on the LA Knight and basically killed him. And then the scary part was the Firehouse Funhouse
hanging out.
Yeah, hanging out. I didn't like that part because that part kind of freaked. I ain't like that.
I think I'm so tired of the Bray Wyatt start stop that I'm ready to get this further along.
Shut the hell up.
Like I'm ready to like push it a bit.
Shut up.
No, but I do agree with Mongo because at one point they told us, well, when he came back, we saw the human form of the Funhouse. So that made me think, okay, the puppets are dead. That made me think the Funhouse was technically dead. It was burnt down. It was gone. And then a couple weeks back, the Funhouse reappeared. So I'm like, okay, cool. Puppets are back. But no, now I'm at the pitch black and the human people are back. So what the fuck is happening, bro?
What is happening? Just what the fuck is happening? What's going on? Let's move this shit.
Like
I don't
He's
want to have
on-
another like 2 months of just the same similar like Bray promos and nothing advances until Mania. Like we need to pick the pace up.
and then Uncle Howdy is just randomly becoming Shane McMahon also. And then
Yeah.
he shows up to scare Alexa.
So help me God. If that actually is Shane. What if that is Shane? We thought it was Bo and it was Shane the whole time. Shane O'Mac is back.
Uncle!
Next up, we have Bianca Belair beating Alexa Bliss.
She beat that ass.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a one-sided ass whooping. Alexa,
Pretty much.
man, I don't know. I love Alexa.
I love
Just
T.O. Howdy rubbing that shit in. So you think you in charge? You think you in charge? You think you in charge?
and
Like,
again,
yeah, she got her ass whooped. So please rub that in.
cool, but let's move it along a little bit faster. Next
Yeah,
part.
I agree.
She should have had that breakdown after that ass beat.
Next
Right.
up, we
And
had
turned in.
the Women's Royal Rumble. We had Rhea Ripley entering at number 1, lasting
And
longer
finishing
than
that
any other
shit.
woman has ever lasted in this thing, and finishing it. Yep.
I would like
an
to
hour and a
give-
minute and 8 seconds. 7 eliminations. Rhea Ripley is your Royal Rumble winner. And
Mommy.
they had two Iron people this year.
Yes.
Iron people.
Yeah. I
And both of them had like the performance of their careers in these matches. And that's what you do. That's what the Rumble's for.
This was the creme de la creme for her.
I think this is the best women's Rumble we ever had.
Ever.
I don't even think it.
And we had no. Once again,
we had some NXT people.
We had
it gave us everything. Even with her
here's
aside, the way they had her go in was cool with me. It was funny.
She's at the crowd.
Yeah, she's just like, oh no, I'm a mom. Oh wait, I'm in the match. Okay.
And she stands up. She's already in her tights. I know you don't like Michelle McCool, but the amount of people I've seen just popping crazy for Michelle McCool, I don't know what I missed when I was growing up. Because
nothing.
I was growing up when Michelle was on screen.
Nothing.
I don't remember anybody. That's a good song. But I don't remember anybody liking Michelle McCool like this.
Right.
So like,
I know I didn't get geeked when I heard that song. I
don't know if I need to go
personally.
back
I like Layla. I like Layla better than I like Michelle McCool.
Yeah.
Well, that's because Layla was.
Yeah.
Layla was. Yeah.
I had a crush on her, boy.
Wow.
Woo.
Like
Michelle,
Michelle,
on Layla, boy.
do I need to go back and watch some Michelle stuff? Am I missing
No.
something?
The only thing that I like the one big thing I always remember about Michelle McCool, besides her like theme song, and that's about I remember her theme song and her and what was it, Lay Cool, and them splitting the titles.
The half title?
The half title. That's about it. It would have been great if they had women's tag titles then. It would have been the perfect women's tag team champions.
And they actually had women's tag teams back then. They had the Chick Busters.
Like
them.
Here's the thing.
Like the Iconics were Lay Cool.
I was just getting ready to say that, Matt. They had that recently with the Iconics and let both of their asses go.
Right. But like her being in this match, I understand why Kitty is mad because she whined, and then the WWE universe, the whole segment just loves her. Just basically, we gotta put her in.
That's what happened. Because if she wouldn't have whined, she would have never been in that shit. Never shit.
Booker T was in that Rumble for 42 seconds. Michelle
and people loved it.
For 13 minutes and 53 seconds.
And got to remind people that she used to use the Styles Clash.
The fake breaker.
The fake
breaker. I remember when she first pulled that out.
Speaking of Booker T.
And she said she created it. And it was the funniest
Okay, Christina Columbus.
Sugar. I want to bring up Booker T. Somebody, Booker T made a statement. He said, people have been saying to him, "Oh my God, we can't believe you jobbed to Gunther like that so quickly." And Booker,
No.
hold on. And Booker made a statement, man, I would rather job to Gunther any day of the week than to have him job to me. That's how you put somebody over for an old person. He's like,
Yep.
yo, there's no reason for me to be in there. There's every reason for him to be in there.
That's how it
I'd
should be.
rather job to him than to have him job to me.
People like to shit on Book, but like he gets everything. He gets everything. You know, like he knows what the hell he's talking about. He knows what he's doing.
I just love
They
it.
gotta.
I just
People
love.
gotta remember.
I just love the hate that Black Snow brings to NXT.
Black Snow, so good.
That man.
He makes me. I'm happy he's there because Vic Joseph pisses me off. I'm happy Booker's there to make it better.
With ease.
Booker T. see, Booker T is respected in the black community. He is one of the many kings that we have. The top king is Martin Luther, the king. You got LeBron James, the king. You got Derrick Henry, the king. But you still can't forget about
King Booker.
And Queen Charmel.
King.
Like y'all gonna respect what the king says. We can't be. That's that Vince McMahon booking. We out of that. We ain't getting sued. Mm-hmm. We ain't got no lawsuits coming after us. This is Triple H's WWE. He is the one booking everything. He literally said it at Raw 30. Everybody thinks I can just do whatever I want since I'm doing. I'm glad he said it. It was funny. Yes, we needed that win tonight. Late show. I ain't put up no stupid video because I got too many.
I'm looking at this New Japan match for Wrestle Kingdom. The match where Leo Rush got his face ripped open.
Oh,
and
God.
Yeah,
that's pretty bad. So this match, we had 3 NXT folks show up. We had Roxanne, Zoe Stark, and Indy Hartwell.
Bravo, Zoe. Zoe Starks put on the fucking Zoe Starks put on the show. My little dude Zoe put on the show.
I told y'all, please stop doing that. I told y'all a year and a half ago. I told y'all AEW and WWE have 2 women that nobody really cares about yet that I think are going to be big if they stay healthy. And one was Zoe Stark for WWE.
Mm-hmm.
And the other was Layla Hirsch in AEW. And Layla's had a lot of injury problems and has kept her off TV. Zoe got hurt once and has since been on a tear.
Right.
Zoe's got to work on her. She's got to work on her talking. Yeah. It's still rough around the edges. She got to work on that.
Everything else
in ring,
her entrance is good. Her music, her entrance, her attitude, it's all good.
Like I like here's the thing. I liked how she was picking on Nikita. It just didn't sound right coming out of her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
That was the issue. Right. Her picking on Nikita was perfect, and the shit that she was saying was perfect. It just didn't sound right.
Yeah, she'll find that groove. Sometimes it takes a bit, but she has everything else at this point pretty much good to go. She's going to be a pretty big player.
I
know I was proud of him. I've been sitting up watching NXT 2.0 all this time, so it's like I get to see some of my children.
Indy put on the little show too.
And he did. And then she got
I can't wait for her to finally move up.
Indy, I was talking to somebody about it the other day. Indy still has this like identity issue.
Yeah.
And I don't, part of it is she can't find a finisher. and then they can't figure out if she's a face or a heel, and she's still like,
and she has the
there's
same
something
music regardless.
yeah, there's something about her that's just like it's not clicking, and I don't
Like
know what.
if she was the video, like if this was the video game, they would. If this was SmackDown versus Raw, she would be neutral. She wouldn't be a face or a heel. She'd just be indie.
Yeah,
I
so
feel like
something
Indy.
she needs.
I feel like Indy almost has the slightly smarter Emma gimmick.
Slightly smarter Emma.
That's what I feel like.
Like they don't know.
Like,
It's kind of like they're still trying to figure her out. They don't know
Yeah.
if they want to put her with Loomis or have her just be by herself. They don't know what they want.
Yeah, I don't know if she needed a bit more time with the way, or she has all the potential. I think she's tall, she's a little unique,
Right.
she's got in ring talent. It's just there's just something that's just not getting there yet, and that's why I kind of got concerned about her. Zoe came in later than she did in NXT,
Mm-hmm.
and is like miles ahead of her.
Mm-hmm.
And Roxanne, of course, she was already like a major player before she even showed up. So,
Right.
but they all still did pretty well. And then, of course, Nia Jax shows up at 30.
My baby came back.
And you know
out
what?
Here looking like a damn top that you play with. Just wanted to spin her ass.
People were pissed off. People were so pissed. And you know what? That was the fucking point. That was the point. You're supposed to get mad about it. And then when she gets her little spots going and they throw her ass over, you're supposed to pop big and cheer. And guess what?
This shit was funny.
That's what happened.
Yo,
That's exactly
it
what
was like 11 people jumped her ass.
Mm-hmm.
That was right.
That was the only time that the ring looked like chaos, like how I like it for a Rumble. Because it was about
and the funny thing about all of that, Rhea was leading it all. She's like, yeah, beat her. Because she came in and said, oh, Riptide, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, handle my light work.
I took her out. Y'all finish it off. Like, yes. It was fun. It was fun. It's like it was just a fun Rumble. It's just fun stuff.
And for the fantasy folks at home, that Rumble, for that elimination, if you had somebody in the ring that was on your team, you just got a point. Because I don't give a shit.
You're right.
It was like 11 on 1. If a person was in there, you got the point. Everybody jumped her.
It took 11 motherfuckers to get her ass up. It just took one of Kenny.
That was a universal point. That was a universal point.
All right, so we're just gonna.
But NWO though, we had Rhea, so you know NWO. NWO going to WrestleMania. We got us another Rumble winner. You know how we do.
Hey, you know what? And I've been speaking of that. I've been telling Matt and Kenny for the past maybe 3 months or so, maybe even a little longer. I'm like, I got a feeling that Rhea's about to win the belt at some point. Like, I don't know how they're gonna push her. Because, like I said, she's the leader of the Judgment Day.
Yeah,
my favorite part of Judgment Day since it's formed. Besides Finn, her and Finn are why I watch the Judgment Day.
Yeah, they're why it's good. They're why it works.
Hey, listen, can we all just give a shout out to whoever stole her ring gear? They now switched her over permanently to those boy shorts. Can we just give a shout out to whoever stole that ring gear? That was the greatest thing you've ever done for us.
People hate the Judgment Day, but I love their whole gimmick. Yeah. They changed everything about them when they went over to becoming Judgment Day. Rhea's theme is just her old theme, slowed down. Finn's theme is just his old theme, slowed down. He wears pants. She was wearing shorts. They all switched up. Whatever they were wearing before, they go opposite.
I just need y'all out there in the WWE universe, stop sending Damian Priest gift cards to Sephora and for Fenty enough mascara on to last a lifetime. Stop it. Stop
right,
sending
so
that man a
Hey,
gift card.
let's get into the final match of this thing so we can do predictions.
oh yeah, we're gonna skip the Hardy performance.
Yeah, we are. Cause fuck that shit.
Yeah.
That's
I want
Listen.
all 4 minutes of life back.
Hold
No,
on. You know it was
about it.
bad.
I don't wanna talk about
WWE,
it.
WWE people got mad about it. That's how
was
shitty
mad.
it was.
I was mad.
What?
That was my beat.
Like the higher up said they will never bring his ass back.
Good. What idiot was like, oh, they're gonna love this? Who?
I
Who was
would
that
have
for?
loved
And then
that.
That's
the
my
amount of
man.
people that were like, wait, this is country? Like, no, that's not country. I don't know what that is. That's
The
not
shit
even.
that the thing that pissed
listen,
me
KFC,
off.
KFC Kid Rock was out there for a reason. What
The
reason?
thing that pissed me off about that is I read something that said, "Oh, they're trying to make the Royal Rumble kind of like WrestleMania." So I'm like, okay, it's going to be like WrestleMania. Getting a performance when I know the last match that we're at the last match, putting that performance on at that time because I'm looking at the clock and I'm like, it's already 11:15. It's like 11:15. And you're talking about a Hardy. The only Hardy I want to see is the restaurant.
Jeff.
I don't want to see. I don't want to see Jeff. I only want to see the goddamn restaurant at this point. I don't want to see this dude that I know performs the theme song. I've heard the theme song all day,
and it sucks. Let me ask you this: even if it was like a good artist, that is a bad spot to be in.
Right?
Should have been Flow Rider.
I don't want to see nobody perform at 11:15. That's when I'm like, this must be why it's supposed to be like WrestleMania because you're holding us hostage.
Put the performance at the beginning of the show. Have fireworks going off. Have dancers and shit at the start of the show. Don't
get it over
right
with
before the fucking main event.
Should have been Flow Rider.
And it was fucking overkill for Hardy. He was already the theme song. He did the video package to start the damn show. Why do I need him performing this fucking song?
Should have been Flow Rider.
Now when Evanescence did the theme song to Bad Blood in 2004, we didn't get no live performance for them, and they did shit. Couldn't get that. Right. But no,
absolutely no.
And you know,
absolutely not.
And you know who will be the owner of WWE right after that? Rock Nation. So nah.
Absolutely not.
Ain't no way.
Absolutely not.
Next up was
WWE has a problem.
Next up was the main event, and this was as great as the Rumbles were. This was the best 30 minutes the WWE's given us in like probably a year.
They need to put that up for Emmy consideration.
Man,
from the start of not even the start of the match, the entrances to the very ending of this show, just perfect.
Bro, when Roman smashed KO's head up against those steps, I was sitting there looking like, KO, you ain't got time to put your hands up without making it look like that first one, that was really your head.
It's so much stuff about KO that like,
that first one was really your head.
That reminds me that like he wrestled like PWG and all that and ROH when he does stuff like that, because it's like, oh. Hey, I said WWE has a problem. America has a problem. There you go. That's my favorite song on that album.
Listen, I ain't going. Beyonce can stay where she's at.
Hey, she coming to Louisville, so
she coming to NYC. So
of course she gonna come there. I'm still shocked she coming here.
I'm not paying for no tickets. I ain't buying nobody no tickets.
I'll buy one of the fake T-shirts outside the garden.
I'll be in there. I mean, I saw her on the run tour because I was working there.
It's gonna be. He can buy a Whitty Hutton T-shirt with Bruh Man picture in a wig. Like
I'll straight be there.
God damn it, you killed Mongo.
You know I own that T-shirt, right? I'll wear it next year. I got me a Whitty Hutton Wood tour.
You said you own that shirt. Did you really?
I do.
But back to Roman versus KO. That was masterpiece theater in how to execute a story and to keep us wanting more. I know people, they had us in our feelings after that match because we knew Roman was going to win. Big thing was, what is going to happen to Sammy? And boy, did we see what happened. Because Roman beat the shit out of KO.
No. He beat KO like KO tried to run away from the plantation. Let's be real.
He beat him like Kunta. He gave him the roots beating.
He might as well have chopped off KO foot.
Right.
He whipped. Yo, they handcuffed your man, both hands, to the ring, and commenced to whipping his ass.
And it got to the point where Sammy said, "Come on, Roman.
Come on, bro. That's
Roman.
enough.
That's enough." And Roman says, "So you think it's
$14.95, Reggie?"
He said, "So it's enough. You know what? Since you think it's enough, you take the chair, hit him." And I said, "Oh, he basically just gave him the gun." And as soon as I said that, Roman said, "Go ahead, pull the trigger."
Mm-hmm.
And Sammy's like,
I can't
Roman's
do
like,
this, man.
you gonna listen. Roman at this point is like, you're gonna listen to what I say because you Sammy Uso. You the honorary Us. You gonna do what I tell you to do.
Mushing the fuck out of him too.
He turns his back.
So you want to go back to doing some jackass shit?
Do some jackass shit. Yeah.
You think he had enough? You even pull the trigger, or you can go back and go do that jackass shit because you in the bloodline. You can get whatever you want. You can get it all if you hit him right now. And he turns his back. And Roman should know by now, bro. We don't turn
your back when somebody got a chair in their hand and you in the ring, Roman. And you were the biggest target.
I like how they teased it the first time. And the crowd's like, "Oh shit!" And he didn't do it, and like deflated. Like, okay, we're gonna wait. We're not gonna do it tonight. And then, bam,
wow.
And he felt like he fell when Seth hit him back in like 2014.
Mike was there that night.
You motherfucker!
That's the first thing.
I can't believe you hit me.
Mike was there the night the Shield when Seth hit the Shield because Mike was just sitting there and he just heard me scream out, "No!" He was like, "What?" Seth hadn't even swung yet. I said, "No! No!" But Sammy, that was just a
Roman stay getting fucked up with a chair. Remember when Braun threw the office chair at his ass?
Mm-hmm.
Like Roman don't get
one of my favorite gifts ever.
Everything
Roman
after
never
that
gets TLC matches. He can't do chairs. It's just
everything after that chair shot was just chef kiss. Because Sammy just drops the chair, says, "I'm sorry." He's just like, "I'm sorry."
But
and
who
you
did
hear
he say
Jay.
I'm sorry to? Who did he say I'm sorry to, Matt?
Jay.
What was he looking at?
Looking at Jay. I'm sorry.
It wasn't Jimmy. It wasn't Solo. It wasn't Paul. It was
Jay. Is just like
Jay.
He was like, "You're supposed to be my brother. You're supposed to be my brother." And you hear Jimmy. Jimmy is like, "Nah, fuck that. I'm your brother."
Mm-hmm.
I'm your brother. Remember, I look like you. He just honorary. Beat this ass.
Jay
and
Uso
Solo
for an Oscar,
with
please. Jay Uso for an Oscar. Damn it.
Jimmy was waiting on a reason. He been wanting to beat his ass.
Jimmy said it months before. Hey, I think Sammy's funny, but Roman
is our boss
until I die. He said to Roman, "I like Sammy, but if you got to do it, we're gonna kick his ass out." Jimmy is that's always been Jimmy's angle.
And
he's
Solo
funny,
just does whatever
but he
he
ain't
wants.
family. Yeah. Jay was the one. He was the only one in that group that Sammy actually got through to. That was it.
He's supposed to be
Nobody
my brother.
else. Like
After he hated his ass.
he
Right.
spent months, like 7 months, having to prove himself to Jay.
I mean, just the night before, the Usos got kicked out the arena. Hey, Sammy Uso, go in there and make sure Solo all right. All right. Boom. Sammy there. Even though Roman told him, don't be nowhere. So it's like, I just vouched for you on Monday. I just vouched for you. and then I got you to help us on Friday or whatever. And look, this what you do? Like, what the
boy.
fuck?
Man, cried and walked out.
And then went on social media, went on IG, put up the picture and said, I'm out. So what the hell's about to happen to the tag titles?
I think
Ain't no emotional.
it's like watching emotional shit. I think so. We're clearly going to get Sammy and Roman at Chamber in Montreal.
The death of Sami Zayn.
And then
he is now Sami Zayn again, y'all. He got new merch.
I think Jay is going to have one of those, like, I got to do this. And he, like, takes out Sammy. I think that's what we're doing. And
Jay is going to murk Sammy.
we're not going to see Kevin Owens until Chamber. Jay's going to, like, struggle with it, but he's going to go with the bloodline. And then we're going to see KO save Sammy from a beatdown in Montreal. It's going to be the biggest fucking pop we've heard since Sammy hit Roman. And before that, since Drew was in Clash Castle.
Mm-hmm.
And again, yeah, is it predictable? Yeah, but it's a good story.
All it takes is
a good story. And
what if they hit us with the ill swerve and have Sammy actually beat Roman?
Oh no, they're gonna let Cody get that.
Yeah, Cody's gonna get.
I didn't say he would win a belt. I said beat him.
Kind of like Seth beat him.
Pretty much.
Possible. That'd be huge.
Like have Roman, like they could have, if they have Roman lose by a count out. Do you know how that crowd would go ape shit?
Mm-hmm.
To have Sammy roll in at the last second on the like right on the 9 and Roman still try to struggle to get in, that crowd would go bananas.
That'd probably be when KO shows up. KO
would be like Luka beating Yoko, but with the crowd actually liking the finish. But the story has always been Sammy and Jay. Sammy's been trying to get appreciation from the whole group, and it's trying to be like Roman's right-hand man. But the story has always been, since Sammy showed up, Sammy and Jay.
The story has always been Jay.
It's always been about Jay. The bloodline story is Jay Uso's story.
Yeah,
from day one.
It started with him.
Yeah, without Jay, none of this works. So, of course, it's going to end with Sammy and Jay. That's why I'm fine with Cody getting the title shot, because
we got another
Sammy and Roman.
Right.
It's about Sammy and Roman.
We got a better feud, and it doesn't require a belt.
And I'm telling you, man, after all this is over, I don't know. Like, I think Jay could win a world title at some point. Like, even if it's like a 2-month thing, I could see Jay getting it once before he retires. I do. I could see it happening. You don't think so? Like, like of all the champions we've gotten, like, he could get it for like a few months.
He could have a Kofi run. He could have a Kofi run.
Because we've had a lot worse champions. We've had a lot worse. You know, so it's. I think it could work out. But God, what a.
Overall, what do y'all get? What do y'all give the Rumble overall?
A+. Despite not liking those 2 other matches, this is the best Rumble we've had in ages. And it's not off of surprises. It's not off of nostalgia pops. It's off of the actual stories we got in the entire show.
Right.
You know
I'm not
what?
gonna remember this for the badness. I'm gonna remember for everything good about it, and there's too much good to hate.
You know what? My
Oh
initial
my God.
reaction was
That's what your initial reaction was.
yeah, that was my initial
That's
reaction.
There's white people talking.
Yeah.
I mean, quesadillas. Quesadillas.
Well, that was Taco Tuesday. Tuesday.
My initial reaction was, at first I was like, you know what, it was all right. Rumble was good. It was good, you know. But after this review and after we've talked about it, yeah, this was they did a great fucking job with this show. They did a great fucking job. That was an A show. That was an A show. That was really fucking good.
I think here's the thing, Mongo. I think the two matches that you're talking about are the Bianca and the Bray match, correct?
Yeah.
I think the issue with the Bianca match is I think of us as fans are expecting her to leave at any minute to go start a Hollywood career. So it's almost like we're like counting down on, okay, when is she going to lose this belt?
Yeah, and you want every moment that we get with her to matter and be special.
Right.
And also, as an Alexa Bliss fan, I know how good she can be and how good she is. That match didn't need to be on the show.
No.
We just didn't need to have that. It was not worth doing. None of that was worth being on the show.
The story wasn't worth a Rumble match. It wasn't worth a Rumble title match.
All right, let's get into vengeance. Let's get into me taking my belt back.
I don't fucking think so.
Let's get into me taking my fucking belt back.
This is the first time I think we've had a full dais little thing since we started the new rule. So officially, whoever's in last, you're going first next prediction. This week is Tito because he wasn't there last week.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, brother, but you know,
it's not me.
next week, because I think we're doing predictions next week, right? There's a show next week.
Yeah, I think so.
Impact.
Nope, I think we have a week off. Then it's Impact.
Okay. So in 2 weeks, I will have to fix that. So here we go. All
right. Our first match, we have Apollo Crews versus Carmelo Hayes in a 2 out of 3 falls matchup. Dio Howdy, who do you have in this?
Give me Carmelo.
Anybody else going Melo?
I think we all are.
Alrighty. I love the 2 out of 3 falls stipulation though. It's an old school.
I was gonna go
old school stip.
I was gonna go Apollo, but since y'all are going Melo, I don't want to risk it.
You know what? Yeah. We still have a change. We still have a change anyway. So
our next matchup is the women's tag titles. We have Country Capitalist Fallon and Kiana versus.
You know what?
The newly discovered African American Kiana James, baby.
Thank you, Kenny, for doing that. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get it trending, but it's not working for some reason.
People didn't know that Kiana James was black.
I damn sure didn't.
I sure as hell didn't know.
I thought she had a tan, y'all.
Kiana James' daddy is black.
No, her
mama is black. Her mama.
It's her mom. Oh yeah, it's her mother. Yeah. Kiana's mama black.
So Rucker's dad is black.
Dad is black, right?
I knew So Rucker was black. That's what made I didn't know she was black, but when I discovered she was black, I was like, cool, because I was like, cool, I like her. She's very athletic. Because y'all was like, that's kind of whack. That's all right.
Whoa, who's y'all?
Nah, we said she got a fucking gorgeous moonsault at the top rope.
Yeah. Besides that,
No, that's Tiffany Stratton.
Oh, yeah, that should be.
No.
See, look, my bad, wrong woman. All right, next we got Capital Country Capitals, Katana and Gaiden, the anime freaks. Tito, who you got?
Give me a K&K.
This has to be the worst match in fantasy wrestling history, and nobody owns either of these teams.
Give me the Country Capitals.
Just give me Katana and Kaden, the anime freaks.
Give me the anime freaks as well.
I was like, you can go with the Country Capitals. I don't want to lose based off of that fucking match.
Yeah, give me
that
them.
match
Give me
is
them.
ass.
Give me them lesbos, baby. Yeah, give me them lesbos.
Good grief, Mike.
And we got to figure out a way to beat Mongo because
Good
if
grief,
we not,
Mike.
it's going to go to him. Oh, NXT, damn you.
Everybody knows. They're a couple. God damn it.
The next matchup should be a good one. We have Dijak versus Wesley.
Ooh.
Howdy. Who do you have?
Give me Bruce Leroy.
Ooh.
Bruce Leroy.
He's taking Sideshow Lee.
Kenny, why do you sound like them Howard Cosell?
That's what he's going for. By God, that's Wesley.
I'm gonna go with the Terminator looking guy. Give me the Dijak.
This is for the NWO North American Championship.
Yeah,
pretty
It
much.
does not matter.
Points on
Technically-
points on points.
Right, it's pay-per-view. It's title defense points and the pay-per-view bonus. Wesley.
He's taking Sideshow.
Oh shit.
Mike, who are you taking?
I'm taking Muhammad Ali with another head.
He's taking the Negro. He's taking Wesley.
Muhammad Ali is at Cave Hill Cemetery, my guy. That is where Muhammad Ali is at. He is here in Louisville. He is asleep.
Marco was like,
Asleep.
what the hell did I sign up for?
That man is dead. He is gone. If he shows up, we are fucked.
Marco, who you taking, champ?
He better not be taking no Ali. Or that's where his title reign gonna be going. Rest in peace.
All right. Next matchup is for the NXT titles. We got Gallus versus Pretty Deadly versus Chase U versus New Day.
Well, we know who ain't winning.
Chase U.
Yeah, you damn right. In the words of Roll Dog.
Hey, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, Mongo.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Word, Mongo? You giving us all Chase U? Word?
I don't want no Chase U.
We are
No.
I
going
would chase you, but I'm not taking him to win.
I'm taking Gallus.
He's taking Gallus. Who's Kenny taking?
Chase you.
I'm gonna go New Day. Unfortunately. No, wait. No, fortunately. DX didn't start them. Go ahead and win, New Day.
Reggie wants to get a Marv album while we're at it.
What?
Marv
Oh,
Albert.
what?
He wants a Marv Albert. He wants
Nah. Marv Albert out here. Remember, Marv Albert was doing some freaky shit.
Freaky, yeah.
Marv
Yeah,
Albert
he got caught
Yeah,
with a prostitute with his toupee hanging off of his head. I know.
right.
what he did.
Marv
I
Albert
know
liked to
that.
put on panties and bite people in the back. You're like,
He got caught
hey,
wearing. He
We
was
gonna
the
pass
woman
it
that
on
night.
Marv.
we're gonna
He likes-
pass on the Marv.
He likes being dominated. That's all we found out. He
Yeah,
into
we gonna
that.
pass
that
on
freaky.
Marv. Yeah, nah, Reggie.
Mike, who you taking?
Bang! There, Mike. Bang.
Shit.
Come on, Michaels.
I for fantasy reasons, I don't want them to win.
Oh, pretty
Nah, they ain't
deadly.
starting New Day.
No, he going pretty deadly.
But I think Pretty Deadly go win.
For fantasy reasons, I was like, yeah, he going pretty
Pretty
deadly.
deadly.
I thought, yeah.
You got it. This is their first show, big show. It's in Charlotte. This is their first. This is really the first big NXT 2.0 takeover. If you think about it, this could be the match that gives us. This could be the match that gives us a title change.
Yeah.
Because I mean, dude, are we really gonna have a New Day here all the way through Mania?
Mm-mm.
You know.
But what is New Day gonna do during Mania though?
That's a good point.
Like they gotta be there for stand and deliver.
Actually, New Day needs to fucking feud with Street Profits for a belt.
Although those belts ain't splitting up anytime soon, so.
Mike, who you taking?
I said it.
Oh, Pretty Deadly. He's taking Pretty Deadly.
Yeah.
My bad.
I low-key forgot he said pretty deadly.
Right. I did too.
Then when she said, I was like, oh yeah, he did. I did say pretty
yeah.
deadly for him.
Yeah.
Every time I go Gallus, it fucks me over.
I mean, you picked them up in fantasy, and then they didn't do nothing, and you dropped them, and then them fuckers showed back up.
Every time Gallus, I'm like, Gallus about to go off on a tick. Gallus never does it.
That's why I didn't pick them up.
So that's why I'm not picking Gallus.
And
I do when I asked moves, and Greg was like, nah. It was like, nah, I don't want Gallus.
Ooh.
No,
Mongo's taking New Day. The next is for the women's title. We got Gigi Dolan versus JC Jane versus the champion Roxanne.
Everybody
Perez.
going Roxanne.
Roxanne.
Yeah.
I want to be your man.
That match gonna fucking suck.
No, it is.
Oh my god.
Whoa. Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Wait a minute.
Hold on there.
I know y'all were feeling that way. All right.
Yeah,
Next
hold
up,
on.
our final matchup, we have Grayson Waller versus Braun Breaker for the NXT title in a steel cage. Tito, who you got,
Braun.
baby? Oh, wow.
That'd be some shit if Breaker lost.
I'm going with, give me Waller. I think it's time. But we know I ain't winning this one. So.
You still got one change.
Yeah, but I'm making.
Yeah, me too.
Who is Mongo going with? Braun Breaker.
So
So
I'm the only
the
one.
title will basically be decided between Wesley and the tag titles.
And Braun.
These two are really different on these. All right, shit.
They don't like each other. That's the problem.
No,
Right.
they're throwing haymakers left and right. Yeah, I couldn't think. Anybody have an idea for a tiebreaker? Because I can't think of one really.
Who comes in? Who
Who
runs
takes the fall in
interference
the
during the
tag
steel?
match?
No. Who runs interference in the steel cage match?
Where there
Or
isn't any interference.
or does Apollo and Mello go all three? Well, it probably
Mm.
will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, Apollo and Melo's
Probably
going all
will
three.
be.
Yeah.
How about we'll do who takes the fall in the tag match, and what is the order of wins in the Mellow match?
Okay.
No,
Oh my
all
God.
right. Yeah. I like
That
that.
gives us two.
Oh
I
God,
like
that's
that.
a lot.
There we go. Yeah.
I'll give you mine for the tag match. Chase you.
Watch your mouth.
Chase you.
I forgot Mello's name for a second. Let's see. All right, there we go. All right, so
Tito, who's taking the pin in the tag match?
Chase you.
Oh fuck y'all.
Are we all in agreement?
Specifically Andre Chase.
Oh wow. I'm gonna go Pretty Deadly.
I'm going to chase you.
Oh yeah, kiss my ass.
I'm going to chase
Hey,
you.
I love Chase you. I was
Wow.
one of the first students. But I know what's gonna happen because Duke gonna fuck him over.
I don't want to believe that right this second.
so we all have Mellow. So the only options are Mellow Apollo Mellow or Apollo Mellow Mellow.
Apollo Mellow for me.
Yeah,
I'm going
gonna say Mello, Apollo Mello.
Mellow.
Oh, you going sweet.
Are you going
Mm.
just two wins back to back?
Get this old bum out of here.
Shit.
Yeah,
That's a good
what.
That's
I don't even know what's the point of
You know what? Yeah,
Apollo
I
Crews
like
being
that.
there.
Yeah. Mellow. I like that. It's a bonus, so might as well take a risk. I like that.
And what are our two little? Yeah.
So me and Mario can still tie.
At that point, I'll keep the belt by side. That's.
Chase U was gonna win me my title.
I mean, you know what?
Right.
I don't think it's too far of a stretch to see them walk out with those belts. That's why I like
Chase U was gonna win me my title.
this shit's
It's
kind of
dude.
hard to, because like Melo's on this like losing curve. Maybe they do have Katana and Kaden lose because they're not really doing well. Dijak and West can go either way. And the tag
Right.
match can go any of those fucking directions. The only ones that I just don't see changing are the main two titles.
I do.
I mean, if it was my NXT, that whole what was it, that second match? Yeah, that would have Damage Control just randomly show up and just squash both of them and take those titles. We don't need 2 sets of women's tag titles.
No, we don't.
Well, boys, did anything else y'all want to rant and rave about?
Reggie, give me your bonus picks. Sorry, tiebreaker picks, not bonus. Very different. If I call this shit bonus and then I end up losing because they counted anyway, I'm gonna be pissed. These are tiebreakers specifically.
Fuck you, Gregory.
That for a reason.
Chase you and Eminem.
Okay. I'm probably gonna change that Dijak pick more than anything else. But right now we'll see. Because I don't know, man. I don't know what I don't know. I have no idea.
It's an interesting show.
This is hard to predict with the Rumble.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm happy that NXT is back on the road. Hopefully they can start trying to actually tour again instead of just going from Florida and showing up in Charlotte. So hopefully this is the beginning of more things to come. Also, happy for AEW to announce their first house show. It's going to be happening in Ohio.
Right.
It's going to be happening in Troy, Ohio in March. So if you're anybody in Ohio, if you're able to get to Troy, go on out there. Get to see AEW house show. Get to see some history.
Very first one.
All right, well.
Right.
Folks, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to follow us at facebook.com/undertheringpod and twitch.tv/. Thank you, Reggie. It's about an hour away from Cincy, from anyone who did not know. So there we go. Don't forget to follow us every Thursday around. Just follow us Thursdays after 8:30. All right. After 8:30, around 8:45 is just Thursdays after 8:30. Sometime you're gonna catch us. That's for sure. All right. Don't forget, folks, we have a link tree where you can find all of our links. Link on those. Once you click there, you'll be able to find us all, especially Greg Bush, SK, me, Rock Ribs 44, Mike, Mr. Fresh Beard, Matt the Right Answer, Uncle Howdy, Moriel Mariente, and our correspondent, Justin D. Baxley. Thank you, folks. Don't forget to join us this Saturday for UTR Presents Dead Man Talking, where we'll be talking about Frank Sempings on this Saturday. And we'll be talking about that. And so if you watch HBO's Last of Us, check us out Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Thanks for joining us. Have a good one, folks.